Hello, everybody. I'm Duff. I'm your host here for another Ultimate Golf VIP tournament, which is a chance for you guys to play along with some game developers, fellow players, even some celebrities, where you will play hole for hole with them. We're going to throw some missions at you along the way. As you complete these missions, you're going to have a chance to win some fantastic prizes. Joining me today for his very own VIP tournament, none other than YouTube star, Jared A. Jared A., welcome to your VIP tournament.
Thank you, Duff. Thank you so much for having me here. Looking forward to this. Been looking forward to it for a while. Let's get it here.
Absolutely. We are going to play 18 holes at the newly released Saadiyat Beach Club course. We're no stranger to streaming together. We've done a lot of these. I've been looking forward to doing this as well. Well, this time, you're going to be playing, I'm going to be watching.
All right, no pressure whatsoever. We're going to do this, try to set a high mark here for you guys to try to catch.
I love it. Now, Jared, you are joining us. Tell us a little bit about Jared, actually. So you're down, obviously, you're in Texas. What's your story there?
100% born, raised in Texas, lived here all my life, will live here for the rest of my life. I love it here.
From what I understand, Texas is prone to the odd storm. For those of you watching this at a later date, Jared just went through a pretty wicked thunderstorm. I hear there was even some tornado sirens. Everything's good though, right? You're all good?
Pretty nasty there for just a little bit, but everything's good now. We kept power, which was what I was really worried about. But yeah, we're prone to our own little crazy weather episodes around here. Of course, we're not used to the massive snowstorms that you guys are up there in the Canada area, and so when that kind of stuff blows in, it really throws us for a loop.
Yeah, we had what, 6-8 inches last week. We got another 4 inches coming tomorrow. It's just par for the course.
So the deal is we don't know what to do with ourselves whenever we get those kind of deals. So everything just gets shut down, put on pause.
I imagine you guys don't have winter tires on your car.
We do not. I wouldn't even be able to tell you what a winter tire is.
We've all got winter tires here. And snowblowers. All right, Jared, let's start off here with a drop. Straight tailwind. Rocking that Pegasus 6, it looks like.
And we great shot it right off the bat. Maybe that Tour Pro ball will help us out here.
I don't think it's going to make a difference. Just a little hop, right? 882. That's all right. Still a solid start. Jared A is going to go -1 after 1 at the Saadiyat Beach Club golf course on his VIP tournament. Now, Jared, down Texas way, as I understand it, you are in charge of molding young minds, but in particular, involved with a lot of sports. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how sports have affected your life?
So I primarily, basically, I mean, I'm a fan of all sports. You know, down in Texas, high school football is everything. And so, yeah, I have a lot of involvement with high school football, with middle school football. You know, we have a lot of fun with it. I actually teach some classes having to do with a little bit of video production and things like that. And so, yeah, I have a lot of fun. You know, it's my passion, right? It's my calling.
So, being Canadian, like my son played on the high school football team, and yeah, they had cheerleaders, and the cheerleaders amounted to about 95% of the fans that were watching a home game. So, as I understand it, in Texas, you get a couple more fans than 25 to a game. So what's like a typical, like Friday Night Lights in just outside of Dallas football game?
Well, that's part of the deal, and it really depends on. Ooh, this one was close. It really depends on the game that you are playing. You know, if you're close to home, we play a lot of our games really close to home, being in the Dallas area. And so it really just depends, but it's not a shocker to have 10,000 people in the stands for a Friday night football game, for a big Friday night football game. I mean, some of the stadiums that we have around here rival a lot of the college football stadiums in the country.
That is absolutely insane. That is crazy. 10,000 people high school football game.
Yeah, it's not out of the question at all. And it's super exciting. I mean, if you've ever played, I actually had the opportunity to play or to coach games at AT&T Stadium deep in a playoff run, and that's an experience like none other. You get an opportunity to do something like that, and to be able to play kind of on a big stage like that. Really cool for the kids that are playing. Cool for bands, cheerleaders, everybody involved in those kind of deals. Just a really neat experience.
So we can see Jared here. Jared switching his clubs around here to try and get into the club he wants for this par 3.
Yeah, so taking the Holy Driver here on this one. Got to back way up. But Holy Driver's got that awesome ball guide.
Ooh, we might run out of room there.
I think we got it here.
There you go. Holy Driver, definitely. If you guys, in this situation, if you, on the par 3s, if you're stuck between drivers or right at the max wood range, Holy Driver is absolutely your way to go. Even when it's at the lower levels. It's got that real good ball guide. It's got just enough backspin. Have a look at Holy Driver. It's definitely worth a look. So straight headwind here on the par 3, Jared, looking for a drop. We never really talked about that par 5 you just hit, but that was a fantastic shot. Number 2 at Saadiyat is a very, very, very long par 5.
Very long. There's just no getting close to that one for albatrosses there.
You gave it a little look, though. Definitely, it's a pinhole. If you wanna sniff at Alba there, you definitely need to use one of those stat pins.
All right, we're going to go about 90% of the wind here.
So let's watch Jared set up on the par 3. Looking for an ace, looking for that first drop. Get in the hole. Here we go. Oh, you're a right to left, aren't you? Yes. I'm the same way. I cannot go left to right on the needle pass. Get in the hole. Yeah, baby. Atta boy. Ace on number 3.
We'll take it. Nice.
So
back on track there.
If you guys are playing along here, you can absolutely go back, have a look exactly how he adjusted that, and try and reproduce it. The nice thing about these videos is you get to see every single thing the player does.
Yeah, that one felt good, except for the great ball. Don't worry about that. Timing's a little off here. Using that Tour Pro trophy ball helped us out.
So number 4, in a tailwind, I think you can get up there on this hole, but not today. Of course, we got this headwind. You're going to have to earn it, which means I have a feeling we're going to see a big flip.
We're going to try. I'm notorious on my channel for not getting into Bigfoot range.
So talk about, you've mentioned this on your streams before. Talk about how when you first came over to Ultimate Golf and you were playing and you figured out, actually, I think I was one of the guys you reached out to. Yeah, you went, I'm not doing something right here. All these guys are shooting super low scores and there's something I'm missing.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, whenever I take on playing any game, I want to be the best at it, right? Super competitive in that nature. And so I'm sitting here and, I'm playing the game. I'm doing well, I think, but I'm looking at some of the scores that I'm seeing. I'm like, okay, I'm missing something. There's something going on here. There's some sort of a setup that I'm missing. I couldn't put my finger on what it was. And so, yeah, I jumped into one of your very first streams, I think, and I said, okay, walk me through this. And of course, you were kind enough to help me out. like you've done for so many people now. And yeah, this is one of the tricks is, when I first started playing this game, I was blasting everything as far up the fairway, trying to get in that short iron range, and unfortunately the short iron in this game is just not as consistent as hitting into long iron range. And once you figure that out, you're gonna start getting a lot closer to these pins.
Absolutely. It's all about trying to recreate and the same shot over and over, basically. And you do that by hitting to a certain distance off the tee, and then kind of getting in between 5-10 rings of max for those clubs. And then you get a consistent rollout, a consistent bounce, a consistent shot view. And then it's just figuring out the little ticks and tricks and left, a little bit of left, a little bit of right, and getting that spin right. Next thing you know, drops are fun. Like, winning's fun, putting the ball in the hole is fun. Once you start getting a little better, like I've said this a million times, I still cheer and give a little fist bump when a ball goes in. Look at you, drop that ace, you got excited, and you've done that. You've done that hundreds of times. All right, let's go back to back here. Let's go back to back with the drops.
Oh,
just left. Look at that.
Just left.
So a little break in the green there. That's the thing with some of these new courses, right? So you guys try to replicate that shot. Keep in mind there's a little right left right at the pin. And we haven't played Saadiyat a lot. We have not played Saadiyat a lot, which means you don't know all these little idiosyncrasies for every little hole. So I had the chance to do a little bit of research on my man Jared A here. And
oh no,
I have found. Oh yeah, here we go. So hunting. I've done a little bit of hunting myself, being in the Great White North, and I do believe Texas is a area of the United States where hunting is pretty popular. Tell us a little bit about that. Do you get out often? Do you go with family? You got buddies? How does that work?
Not as much as I would like to. Not as much as I would like to. But yes, I do have family. It has a little bit of land, and I try to get out as much as I possibly can. Anytime that I can. I enjoy it. I did a lot more now that I have kids. Letting them go out and kind of join in the fun of doing that and teaching them. Proper ways to do things and things like that is what I really enjoy doing now. But yeah, anytime that I can, absolutely.
Now, everybody here's the stereotype. Everybody in Texas knows someone that owns a ranch, right? So you definitely
pretty
know
much,
somebody.
Pretty much,
yes, absolutely.
A lot easier to know somebody that is kind of like owning a boat. It's a lot easier to know somebody that has a boat than to have one yourself.
Well, you know what boat stands for, right? Bust out another 1,000.
Exactly.
It never ends. I grew up in Vancouver, and so we've got some lakes out there, but most of the water you're going to be on is the Pacific Ocean. And yeah, growing up, it was always, we knew people with no. We weren't boat people. We had a 10-foot aluminum with a 9.9 on the back that I beat the crap out of on a regular basis. But yeah, it was always nice having buddies with boats.
All right, I had to switch to the lightning rod on this one. See if we can get one here.
Lightning rod, of course, not as much backspin as some of the other.
It didn't turn enough.
Long iron options, but look, you had the break right. It was just a little long. That's all right. We got one drop. We're through 5 with Jared A.
Yeah, and there's some gettable holes here on this one, especially on the back 9. Front 9 is definitely tougher on this course. There's no doubt about it.
I like this course a lot. It's very long, but it's fair. It's challenging, makes you think. Here we go, another one where you're stuck. The par 3s are long here. So, Jared, you obviously you have a YouTube channel. Let's go ahead right now and make sure we get the plug in for that. So you're looking for Jared A on YouTube. What made you start on YouTube? Obviously, I've done the same thing. I started just over a year ago now, having a ton of fun with it. What prompted the decision to start with the YouTube?
COVID. I think like lots of other people, we're stuck at home for half a year, and at some point in that whole deal, I just said, I want to try to just give it a try, and just started it out just for fun, honestly. Never thought it would amount or be as big as what it has gotten to. But yeah, that's what got it all started. And then I really just fell in love with the whole video making process, the whole live streaming process, making the graphics for it, everything that goes along with it. It's kind of that addicting thing. Once you start it, you just kind of keep going with it.
Now, is your wife like mine, where every, at the beginning it was every day, but now every couple of weeks or maybe every month, the Amazon package comes and it's for streaming gear, and, oh, babe, I really needed this. I promise you, I couldn't. It is, so once you start, there's always that next something that you need. Another light, another monitor, another anything.
I would say more so early on, because early on, you're trying to figure everything out, right? You're trying to figure out what's the coolest gear that you can have. What's the next big upgrade? What do I need now? And I finally have gotten everything just to where I want it. Anything added on now is just an extra boost. Probably something I don't need, but
you've got it exactly where you want it until you see someone else with something else. And then yes, exactly. I know how this works. It's like fishing gear, right? It's like
I've even I'll message Duff out of the blue. It's more of the adding to and making the things for my stream or for my videos now at this point than it is buying the gear. Like, I'll reach out to you in the middle of the day, say, hey, I made you something just for fun, just to see if I can make it.
I definitely get a lot of these in the middle of the school day. Hey, check this out.
All right. All right, two par threes.
We are looking for back-to-back 1400s. Get in the hole here. You got that nice
Holy Driver Ultimate here.
Got that nice headwind here. Come on,
Looks
baby.
Good.
Get in the hole.
Looks good.
Get in the hole. Yes, cheated. 1400.
Holy Driver for the win here.
Times 2. 2 for 2. Batting 1,000 so far. On the par 3s. We're -9 through 6 at Saadiyat. Very respectable score to start, especially with this format. Playing live.
All right. Let's see. These par 4s are extremely long.
Everything about this course is long. It is super fun, super long. I think it's 7,800 yards from the tips. Gary Player designed. Looking at that, he's designed over 400 golf courses around the world. And I think he woke up like hungover or cranky when he had to submit this one, because it is long.
He's like, all right, here's what I got for you.
And it's neat too. They really captured. So it's right on the water there. You can see it. And even from when these pictures were taken to build the course to now, there's already a ton of new housing going in. I watched a video earlier today of someone that played the course just recently, and you could see dump trucks going back and forth in the background and construction and houses being built. Just booming over there in Abu Dhabi in the UAE. Pretty cool spot. I would love to go there one day.
All right, this is a super tough shot right here, guys. Super tough shot.
Quartering tailwind.
Way down the hill. With
pulling down a hill. Yep. This is about as tough as it gets. Now, of course, Saadiyat, part of like our trifecta from the Abu Dhabi courses. Of course, we've got Abu Dhabi itself. We've got Yas Lakes and Saadiyat. So as a true Canadian, I will call that a hat trick. So Jared pulling down the hill here, which means he's going to have to under adjust a little bit. So his normal adjustment here, I'm going to guess, is probably around the 3-2 range-ish, just looking at it. 3-3 maybe.
Good guess, good guess, yes.
So he's set up a little bit left of the pin, accounting for the fact that pulling down the hill means he's going to have to not move the target as much as he normally would. All these things that you learn after taking tens of thousands of ultimate golf shots. So it looks like he's got his adjustment there. Let's see if he can find perfect.
We got it. Let's see. Come on,
He's
ball.
got that holy driver figured out. Let's see if he can drop an iron. A huge downhill, needed a huge under adjust.
A huge offset on that one. All right, guys, note that one. You've got to have a huge offset on that shot right there.
So if you're watching this hole before you play it in the game, I would go left 2 cups. I would go 2 cups
Absolutely.
left before you make your adjustment. Yeah, there's a Duff guarantee on the drop. Left 2 cups. The Duff guarantee. All right, Jared, let's finish out strong here. Hole 8. Tailwind, but these par 4s not short
There's
enough
no-
to go for it.
I think we can reach 10 in tailwind, but I think that's it.
10 you can get there. 8, I suspect you could get there in the big wind. When we have the big wind tournaments, especially if you were to throw on a multi-stat, a gold pin with a Christmas DX and a power boost on the ball, kind of a perfect storm territory, but I do believe 8 is drivable. So the video editing thing, you talked about how you kind of got into YouTube, COVID got you into it. That was the reason I started playing Ultimate Golf. Ultimately, was through COVID, just sitting at home and hey, I need a new game.
Need
to play.
something to do.
I need a new game to play, and that's I found Ultimate Golf. Actually, I found a few others, and they were garbage. And I found Ultimate Golf because it was actually it was good. So I started playing it, and obviously got fairly decent at it. But the video editing thing, that I really respect what you've done with that. I've tried to do a little bit of it myself. It is not easy to learn.
It is not.
Old dog, new tricks. Come on, man.
It is.
It took I think
It is
4
ever
hours.
changing too.
4 hours to edit my first 3-minute YouTube video. So now I just do everything live. Forget editing.
That's definitely the easiest way to do it. And now there's even little tricks that you can do while you're live streaming in order to make YouTube shorts and things like that. So I mean, it's ever evolving. People are always coming up with new ideas to ways to do things.
Could you ever imagine if 16-year-old Jared A would have been told that down the road you would be streaming live over the internet playing video games on your phone or a tablet while having whatever 50 people watch you? Are you not blown away by that? I am every single time it happens.
It's absolutely crazy. Now, if you'd have told me that a while back, I wished I would have known about it a while back, because getting into it early was the way to go.
Now, were you a gamer when you were growing up? Did you?
Absolutely.
What was your system of choice?
I had pretty much all of them. Get in the hole right here. Oh no!
Oh, off the backboard and out a little heavy-handed.
Just a tick. Almost could have dunked right in there.
Yeah,
no, I had them all the way from regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo, upgrade up to the Xbox. I think it was an Xbox person at first, and then switched over to PlayStation, and back to the Xbox 360. All the way up to whatever. I think the last console that I had was a PlayStation 3 that I actually owned, though. And nowadays, games have just gotten so complicated and so in depth, right? You can play for hours and hours and hours.
Oh, absolutely. I've never gotten used to the keyboard and mouse aspect of playing games. I still can't do it. And
Not at all. Not at all.
So if I'm playing on the computer, I've got a controller that I use.
A controller.
I
have the same. I have an Xbox controller.
I've got a PlayStation that I use. You know what? I don't mind. My kids. So I've got a young daughter. She's right into like the Minecraft and the Roblox and all that. You know what? I don't mind it. They're learning stuff. And I keep telling her, "Hey, look at Dad. He started playing a silly game and he does all right." So it's yeah. I encourage kids can play video games. No one's going around shooting people because of they played Grand Theft Auto once. They even used to have golf games that you could play online or play on consoles where they had all sorts of crazy things and suspect people. And all right, Jared, par 5, hole 9. This is a long one. Double tailwind, though, which I like.
I'm a little bit worried about how this one's going to roll out. We don't want to go in the water.
No, let's stay dry.
Yeah, let's not do that. But I'm worried this thing hits the green. We got to be careful with this one.
So have you got Hellfire there?
I do.
So Hellfire, 86% I believe is the shot view on it.
I have a Hellfire level 6. I haven't quite got it to 7 yet.
So you do not have 86% on the Hellfire 6. I think it's less than that, isn't it? So here's a little trick. So in the tailwind, what you see for that shot view, that ball guide, it's going to expand. So it's going to push a little bit. Even though that's just a little bit tailwind, it's probably going to be about the equivalent of you releasing 1 bar of backspin. A little bit of right curl here, just for luck.
See if we can get it to roll up there. It's not got enough speed, does it?
She's got to go.
No, I was a little scared of it.
She's got to go. Your line was real good, though.
It was real good.
Nothing wrong with the 1454 on that very, very long par 5. All right, let's drop this putt, Jared.
What?
Missed it right, but it doesn't matter with that Tour Pro ball.
Not bad. Where are we at for the front here? Make the turn. 13.
So there we have it. Jared A through 9 at Saadiyat, minus 13. Those 2 extra drops coming by way of holes in 1 on both par 3s. All right, Jared, here. 9, solid front. Good effort. Let's see what we can do in the back. I think we're looking at a guaranteed eagle here. Number 10.
Yeah, we finally got some tailwind.
Bit of a gimme here on number 10.
Well, don't jinx it like that.
I think he might even be able to give this one a run. I'm thinking 1,700 at a minimum here. So you can play
a little bit of curl just to hold the wind.
You've been playing Ultimate Golf now. Do you have your 1-year badge?
I do. I do.
I was going to say, you got to be close.
Go, and you've ball, go.
Go, get going.
Go. Needed a little overpower on that one.
A little bit short. Look at that big hill, eh? I didn't realize there was such a big hill. I don't think I've ever played this hole in that pin position. Pin 2 there. Oh, this is a tricky little putt. I would not want to be doing this with a basic ball.
I would not want to be taking that one.
No.
Go in. Okay. All right. All good. All right.
I still get nervous on those long ones where when you release it and you have no idea. It's like, come on, ball. Come on, ball. Oh, thank God. So a year in, you've got just about everything maxed, I think. Do you not? You're pretty close.
We're close. We've got everything except for we got the Hellfire, a couple of those epics. Still got to get going on, but all the important ones are there.
So the big ones, of course, RB, you get it to 6, 7, pretty much the same. Fusion's pretty good. Holy Driver, get that one maxed. That's big.
Yes.
Bigfoot maxed, of course, is big. Now, the biggest of them all is got to be the Hive. You get
Yes,
that hive
the
max.
hive is huge.
It is.
I still don't have a
go time.
lightning rod maxed either. I don't have that level 7 lightning rod.
Some people swear by that lightning rod 6. Good old Snipey McSnipe, who of course famously put up a monster score at Banff in his VIP tournament. He's never upgraded from the 6. It's been sitting there for a year, ready to hit that upgrade button, he never hit it. We should go in and force him to upgrade. That would be good. So hole 11 eagle, or sorry, hole 10 eagle, hole 11. We're staring down an eagle here, looking for albatross.
We got a chance. We got a chance on this one. See if we can get it to roll out. Taking a look at the green, we're going to be pulling a little downhill.
So you like to do, I think a lot of us do, flipping that screen 90 degrees, take a good look sideways, just to look at that. Are you looking at rollout there? What are you looking at?
We're definitely looking at the rollout here from the side angle. And really just visualizing the rest of that rollout. What's that ball going to do once it hits and once we get, the rest of the rollout? What's it look like? And that just takes practice and practice and practice.
That is a lot of... There's a lot of shots where it's just like feel. Now, your adjustments are your adjustments, but looking at the shot view and the guide, it's just a lot of memory and a lot of feel going, you know what, that just doesn't feel right. So then you move it that extra tick or that extra couple ticks, and then you feel like a genius when it goes in, and then you feel like a fool if it misses because you added those extra ticks. Especially
when you're right on line like this one might be, or you come up short or just a little long.
All right, let's see what Jared can do. Looking at albatross, hole 11, Saadiyat.
Just gonna be short.
Oh, you called it
down the hill there.
You called it.
Called it.
Your line was good, just short. What's that? 22 inches.
That is definitely my Achilles heel.
So a 0-inch miss there, on a par 5 is going to give you 1,800. And then they minus 1 point for every inch of miss after that. So in that case, 1778, 1,800 being the max, you are looking at a 22 inches of miss. Now, Jarrett, speaking of inches of miss, so far has 0 inches of miss on the par 3s. He is 2 for 2 with the Holy Driver. And look at this, hole 12 is a par 3, set up for Holy Driver. And he's got a headwind. Jared, I'm going real good chance here, buddy.
This is going to be a real good opportunity to get us another one. Keep our back nine going with 2s. All right, so guys, on this one, we're putting that ball guy going through the hole because the wind's going to cut us down.
So let's talk your way through this shot a little bit, and the people at home can kind of copycat you a bit here.
So we're watching here. So with the Holy Driver, we've got the full ball guide. So imagine 0 wind. That's what it's going to do. We're going straight in the hole there, but the wind is going to push us back towards the tee. So we want to aim it through the pin just a little bit.
And you've got full backspin.
Bring us back, full backspin. I got a tiny bit of side spin on just to get it straight. 3.6. This is not heavy wind on this one. So you get a stronger wind here, 4 over 4. May have to go in through just a little bit more.
The other option is to pick a different ball and match the wind.
And match the wind.
So we've got full backspin. You can see that guy just through the hole. And then what are you going to do? Adjustments should be just a little under 3.5, should it not? Or just under 3.6?
We're going 3.3.
3.3.
No, we're not.
I was going to say.
We're going 3.5.
There we go.
3.5.
Almost like I know what I'm doing.
Wind minus 0.1.
So there you have it. So if you've got a 3.9 wind here playing at home, you're going to want to go about 3.8 rings of adjustment. If you got a 3.3, you're going to go about 3.2.
That is if we drop this one.
I like your chances here, buddy. Just hit perfect.
Then tell it, get in the hole.
I'd say that to my
Just to
daughter
make
all the
sure.
time. If she's in the room, I say, tell it to get in the hole. Get in the hole. Oh,
Just long.
which probably means an over adjustment, but look at that. And it kicked left.
Tiny little left kick there, and we don't need to put it through the hole that much on that ball guide.
So I would go just that very first bounce into the hole.
So I'm thinking to myself, that was probably more of an uphill pull, which made it go long.
I would go first bounce in the hole on that hole, and yeah, I would still do the same adjustment. Wind minus 0.1. All right, Jared, I've known you long enough that I cannot believe we've been shooting something for just over half an hour now, and you haven't taken one sip of Dr. Pepper.
Oh, I've got it. I've got it.
There
You know me.
it is. All right, how many a day are we looking at? Don't
You really want to know the answer to this question?
You can lie. You can lie. But it's more
I've
than
got
two.
no reason.
More than two, less than 10.
It's
Maybe.
more than 2, less than 10.
Yes.
It's usually 2 or 3 by lunch. at
Really?
least. Yeah, it's 2 or 3 by lunch. Yeah, it's just it's my coffee in the morning, right? Everybody has their own little thing. It's my thing. It's my
To each
it's
their
my coffee
own.
every morning, and it's a lot of sugar. It's a lot of sugar, right?
That is
But-
a lot of sugar.
But yeah, I don't know that I've developed an immunity to it over the years or what it is, but you know, it's one of those things. And my goodness, do not ever give me a diet Dr. Pepper.
Really?
I'll throw it back at you. Don't give me a cream soda or any other variation of it. Nope.
Can you do the off-brand, the Dr. whatever, Scholl's?
I could do the off brands. I can do the off brands, but there's just nothing better.
Any port in a storm. If you were stuck, that's all they had at the gas station. Now, do you prefer in a can or... See, I'm a Diet Coke guy, but it's got to be fountain. Like
Any way.
Like
any
fountain
way
pop for
possible.
me is the way to go. I don't like pop out of a can.
No, any way possible, you know. Everybody knows you bring me a Dr. Pepper, you're going to make me happy. So,
Now, if they were to bring
any
you a
way
Dr.
possible,
Pepper,
fountain drink.
can they get an A? It's like the old bringing the teacher an apple every day.
I think I have to give out more Dr. Peppers with kids asking me, can I have a Dr. Pepper? Can I have your Dr. Pepper? Like, if I got an extra one, maybe you can have it. I can wait till I get home. But
So you coach a lot of sports at school, right? Did you grow up playing sports as well?
oh, absolutely. Baseball was my sport growing up through high school. Baseball and golf, really. You know, growing up, I started playing golf maybe around junior high-ish. I wasn't a young starter playing golf, but once I got out there and started playing it, I loved playing golf. And baseball played all my life.
Do you still play baseball? Do you play any men's leagues or anything?
I do not anymore. I don't anymore. I'll get out and throw the ball around as we're close to the hole on this one.
Did you see that kick left? It was like a force field around that pin. She must have caught the edge. Hard kick left. I still play some men's league baseball. I love it. It's definitely one of those
We played in
sports.
a little bit of softball a couple years back. Played a little slow pitch softball with some friends, but no, right after high school, you know, I got into golf a lot early on in college. Worked at a driving range, all through college. Worked at a driving range.
Were you scooping balls up from the range?
I was.
How many times a day did you get hit? Because every single time I've been to a driving range and there's a guy out there, you gotta aim at least one out of him. That is
so many times.
That's just
so
a
many
rule.
Times. Yes, I've been nearly clocked in the head with a golf ball many times. And we didn't have we had like a net. Is all it was. It wasn't even like a steel cage over the four-wheeler, just driving around on a four-wheeler.
Did you have a helmet on?
No helmet.
Oh wow!
I was never really terrified for my life. We were safe enough.
Safe enough. So golf? Do you still golf at all?
I do. I golf as much as we can. I like to play in. I like to play in tournaments throughout the
Really?
summertime. Yeah, just like little like 2-man scrambles and 4-man events, best ball type of deals like that.
There's nothing more fun than a good best ball tournament with a few of your buddies, and on a nice day, maybe have a couple pops as you work your way around the golf course. I played. Here's a fun tournament idea for you. I played in a string tournament last summer. So we were given.
I've heard of that.
30 feet of string, and at any point you could move your ball however long you wanted, and you had to cut off that much string. So if you wanted to move it 2 feet, you could move your ball 2 feet. You had to cut off 2 feet of string, and that shot moving it didn't count. So if you had an approach shot to whatever, 1.5 feet, you could cut off 1.5 feet of string, you go and measure it. Now that it was like that shot went in, and you played best ball. So same deal, if you guys if you put it in the trap off the tee on a par 5, you might use a foot just to get outside the trap for now your approach. We played it, it was over 2 days. First day, not only one guy I think had played in a string tournament before, so we kind of screwed up a little bit on the actual strategy
Figuring
behind
out
it.
The strategy.
Yeah, but man, what a cool concept. I never even heard of that before. It was a lot of fun though, and it puts your pressure on your approach shots. Because now chips, right? Like anything, like here, this would have been in. It's like as long as you're close. Now you don't want to waste like a 12-footer. You're not gonna cut 12 feet of string off. But now all you got to do is get your putt close, right? You just need someone to get it close, and it's in. And if you cut off 6 inches, no big deal. So if you're playing tournaments with the boys, you're having a day or a bachelor party or a whole bunch of you together doing something, there's a suggestion for you. String tournament.
Now here's one that we have played before, and this is more not necessarily tournament style, but if you're just out playing with your friends, we play one. I don't know if you've ever heard of this one, but we call it Bingo, Bango, Bongo.
Bongo, absolutely. First on, first in.
First on, first in. And that one can be really fun, especially if you're playing with a group of people and somebody's really good in the group. And maybe other people aren't quite as evenly matched in the group. But play that game and everybody's got a chance.
It is absolutely. It is fun playing. You can play golf with all sorts of different levels, right? It's not like hockey. You can't really go out hockey. Like we call it shinny, right? Like pickup hockey. You can't really go out with guys that are super good, better than you, because it's no fun for anybody. It's no fun for them. It's no fun for you. But golf is kind of the ultimate equalizer because I think it's you versus the course more than it is you versus the other players. Or there are game modes, like we just said, in a best ball or a scramble or anything, even a string tournament, where you're now competing as a team and helping each other out. All right. All right, Jared, good drive here on the par 5. This is luckily one of the shorter par 5s, which is nice. We're going to have a solid shot at Albatross here, I think.
Wanted to go a little further. It could have got to Bigfoot here, so we can get to Bigfoot. If we can maybe use a power ball, use a little bit more. But lightning rod will work here.
Lightning rod, definitely an option. I like lightning rod, especially in that straight tail. It's definitely easier than in a crosswind. But back to golf, because we were on golf there for a couple holes. So if you could golf, if I said to you right now, here is plane ticket, accommodations, and green fees for any course in the game, which one you taking me up on?
Any course in this game or
any
anywhere?
course in this game, in Ultimate
in
Golf.
this game. Wolf Creek.
Just around
100%.
Yes, it is. I think everyone says that. It looks like such a fairy tale fake course.
Just looks so cool, doesn't it? And you see it everywhere. I mean, you see it all over. It's such a famous course. And oh my goodness, that would be so cool. I was actually watching a guy the other day who he was doing a playthrough at Wolf Creek and just looking at it and be like, yep, I know that hole. Yep, I know that hole. But it was funny because he was playing from the back tees and he had to walk up, and he said it was something like 1,000 stairs that he had to walk up to get all the way to the tee box on, I think it was number 3.
There's some huge elevation changes. I think there was, I used to know this. I think it's like 900 feet or something of elevation changes on that course. It's insane. Yeah, I've got it written somewhere. But yeah, it certainly does look like a lot of fun. And of course, it's carved right out of the middle of the desert.
Yes.
It's been voted...
Kick left. Big kick left.
It's been voted America's toughest course. Yes! Nice! Albatross. We've got
it.
2 aces so far. We've got the Eagle on 10, and here we go. Nice big double eagle, also known as an albatross. 2,299 tiebreaker points. Good way to get a nice drop on the back here. The other par 5's very, very tough at Saadiyat to get a real good look at albatross. That one, you took advantage of that. Nice, juicy tailwind. Nice drop, Jared.
All right, I'm being a little bit aggressive on the line here on this tee shot. Looks good. Looks good.
There you go. You're good. Oh, another nice little tailwind. All right, so the game course that you liked, Wolf Creek. So any course in the world now, what are you picking, Jared? What's
Augusta?
You gotta go Augusta. It's just because you can't get on it.
No question.
You can't get on it.
You just can't do it.
Yeah.
What was I reading something the other day? It's one of those deals, right, where even to become a member is like if you ask, you're automatically not in.
Oh, they've turned down, so many people.
Like one of these top country clubs in Ultimate Golf. If you ask to get in, you're not getting in.
You ain't get whiskey business. You asked to get in whiskey business, you ain't making it.
You're not making it.
No. You know what? I do respect talking about country clubs and that. There are a lot of clubs out there. So if you're looking for clubs that have started forming, they have like multiple clubs. It's almost like a system where they move up. It's almost like college. You start off as a freshman and then you work your way up to being a senior. Definitely reach out to some of these clubs. You can find them on Facebook. You can find them on Discord. You can all sorts of different spots. They're great opportunities, not only to learn the game, but who knows? You might even make a friend or two out of it.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the way to go, right? I mean, you meet so many people. You talk to people. You know, gives you something to do throughout the day. You have people to compete against, people to compare your scores with.
You know what you can do right now? Because if you're watching this, that means you're on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, you can comment on this video. So if you do not have a country club, first of all, go down, throw your friend code in there. Someone can find you in the game and hopefully invite you to the club. And to go with that last question we just asked, also write in the comments, what is your favorite course from Ultimate Golf? That if I were to hand you an all-expense paid trip somewhere, which course would you pick? I think I would have to go Torrey Pines myself. I think just because of the history there and so many good golf shots we've seen and the Tiger comeback and I don't know. I think it's probably the one that I've seen the most. Oh, good little look there.
I know I'm not the only one in the world that does that. The little.
I do it every time.
Move your,
or you move your screen,
move your
tablet,
entire
or your phone,
device.
right?
Yep. It doesn't work, but We do it anyway.
Do you remember doing that back in Super Mario days? Back in like the original ones? Every time you
100%.
jump, you put the controller up too?
No doubt about it.
I still do sometimes. Especially if you play a racing game, eh? You get the whole controller into it or your head. All right, Jared. Number 17 at Saadiyat. Look at the waves breaking off in the background there. Beautiful lush greens.
You know what? Take a look at Rattler here.
Rattler, a underutilized club in this game.
And the other thing I'm going to do, I haven't done yet. I'm going to go a little bit of wind resistance ball here.
Jared, busting the wind down. Nothing wrong with that. It's in the game. Why wouldn't you? So we're going to have a look at Rattler. We're dumping that wind right down. So short irons on the climb up through your club. Spectre, probably the way to go early. It's got a lot of backspin, decent ball guide, and then as you get a little more advanced in the game, the Orion, you get that up to a level 9, a level 10. It's kind of the way to go. And then once you get that Rattler maxed, it's quickly becoming my favorite club. It's almost like a mini lightning rod, which is in turn kind of the same as the Holy Driver. You get lots of ball guide, still decent backspin, and the accuracy isn't too bad, meaning you can get it really dialed in, especially on these shorter par 3s. This hole kind of breaks the norm. Little outlier here for the par 3s at Saadiyat. Those other ones, man, for golfers like you and I, like, we're pulling out driver and just giving it everything you got. Now,
oh, yeah.
I'm obviously, there's no way I'm playing this course from the tips if I'm going there. I don't have the parts. I'm not going to lie. I'm not playing a course 7,800 yards. But, yeah, I mean, you're probably still hitting pretty long on those other par 3s, and then you get this one. Nice
so this
and
one
easy.
shows me that it could be backing up, but I don't believe that it's going to back up. I just don't. Don't think that this one backs up in the tailwind.
Well, we're gonna find out. There was a famous Ultimate Golf Country Club Championship tournament shot played on this hole.
Oh, we didn't get it there.
And she will definitely back up.
It definitely backed up.
Look
Played
at that.
a little bit as it lies right there.
All the way to 807.
Those short iron par 3s are definitely the killers to me in this game.
There's not a lot of practice at that distance, right? Because we're so used to hitting to Bigfoot range, to long iron range, or to hive range into your short iron range, or into your wedge range, that you so rarely hit shots in that kind of from the middle to the mid of the short iron area. I just memorized those ones. They're tough. All right, Jared, let's finish strong here. Decent outing so far. We've got 4 drops. Now, if you guys have been looking at the website and then watching streams and that, and you hear the word drop. So a drop is a eagle on a par 4, an albatross on a par 5, or an ace on a par 3. Basically, it's just an extra shot. It's a 2 under par for a 3 and a 4, and 3 under par for a par 5. All right, Jared, let's finish strong here. 4 miles an hour, almost straight in your face. Rocking that Bigfoot 10.
Think we can get this one. Think we can get it.
I like the confidence. You're no stranger to playing live either. You've done hundreds of hours.
Takes a little getting used to it first, but
I remember how nervous I was. I can't even go back and watch those first ones. I'm so embarrassed by them. We've had some good streams over the days, though. Over the last year.
We have had a lot of fun already. Let's see. That's just not going to get there.
So, Jared picking that spot right around 1.5 rings back on the Bigfoot. That is my sweet spot. That's the spot I like. And I know with full backspin, I'm going to want the guide, end of the guide, kind of right on the back edge of the hole. On like a 3.6 wind, you're kind of right at the front edge. And then as you get that wind up a bit more, 3.8, 3.9, 4, you're going to want it kind of towards the back half, even just outside the backside of the hole. All this stuff, so many factors. Every hole is like a puzzle, and there's numerous solutions to it. He could have gone lightning rod here. He could have gone way less backspin with a big foot, added side spin, added something the other way. But it's all a puzzle. There's numerous ways to solve each puzzle. And let's see if Jared solves this puzzle here. He leaves it short!
Just short!
Oh, Jared, you had the line. It just didn't get there.
That much. Just that close.
Oh, we've all done that a million times. All right, Jared, minus 26 through 18 holes at Saadiyat. Decent result there. 2 aces. You got an albatross and you found another eagle. Did you have fun, Jared? How was it?
Absolutely. Gave you guys a little mark to go after right there. No problem. A lot of you to go out there and beat that one. Should be a lot of fun, though. But yeah, this was absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, minus 26 is the score to beat for Jared A on his VIP tournament. Jared, plug that YouTube channel one more time, buddy.
Yep, go check it out. Jared A on YouTube. We're getting really close to, what is it, 6,000 subscribers now going on. We're really, really close. Go hit that sub button over there. Help us out, and we'll keep rolling.
Right on, buddy. All right, I'm Duff. I'm your host. This has been another fantastic VIP tournament. Stay tuned for many, many more.